Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to today's little open string lick over a dominant 7 kind of, could be a country, could be a blues. And it's really kind of based on the Mixolydian mode, though for this particular lick. There's one note missing out of the full Mixolydian mode, A Mixolydian, that would be the B note. But regardless of that, I'm going to show how to play the entire scale with open strings as well. So this is a open string approach to this, and it requires either the hybrid picking with a pick or a thumb pick or just thumb and finger style thing as well. All of those will do, but I'm going to explain it with a thumb pick first. And what I'm doing here for the first example, by the way, I did it over the blues progression, so that's going to be felt as a triplet. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then the country kind of groove was going to be straight 4s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's a difference between the two. The shuffle, what does require more of a triplet feel, and the straight country train beat or something like that will be a straight quarter notes. So what we have here, just so you know, I'm going to first explain the A Mixolydian mode if you're not familiar. I know a lot of people are, but some people aren't. And that would be the flat 7. It's basically an A major with a flat 7 note. So it would go like this. Now here's your flat 7 right there. And then a flat 7 again here. And that's root. So that's the scale. And there's many different positions for this, but I'm just using this as a standard kind of boxed off of the A major chord. And that's kind of what we're doing here, but we're doing it with open strings. So first I'll explain the lick, and then I'll explain the actual mode with open strings. So the first approach we'll do as triplets. So what it's going to be here is we do leave out the B note, so it's just going to be 5th fret, 4th fret, and then an open D string, and I'm going to just forward roll that. Okay, on the 5th, 4th fret, open D. Then I'm going to the 7th fret and 4th fret, 7th on the A, 4th on the D, and then an open G string. So you're doing 2 forward rolls. And that's the first half, basically, or pretty close. Now, when I get past that, I'm going to go to the 7th fret, and then we have to kind of switch up the roll, so it's not really a forward roll, but we're going to hit this note, then an open B string, and then play 2 notes on the G string, the 6th and 7th fret, open E string, 2 notes there, and then open the E string again. Then this is the triplet one. It's got a couple extra notes. We go to the 6th fret again, and then we're going to hammer on, go up to the root, and then play a low root. So as a triplet feel, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Like that. Okay? Now the quarter note feel, that will be 4 notes, or it'll be four note, not a triplet feel. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and then I just hammer on to the 3rd and resolve to root. So you'll see that comes out as even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So there's 2 versions of the same lick basically, but the triplet just has the extra couple of notes to end it off as an even triplet coming out on the 1. So that's it. I'll play it again with this little loop here. The first one is the triplet. version. And that's kind of the idea. There's two ways to play this. Now, just to point out also, if you get comfortable with this kind of picking and doing these, there's many other licks that exist that use the same style of forward rolls and have a similar effect, but you can do them in different keys, of course, and different scales. But so what I did mention is I'm going to play the Mixolydian scale entirely like this, without skipping the B. So here's the scale. So what we're going to do if we were to approach this like that is I'm going to play the open A string first. Then I'm going to put my pinky on the B note and the index on the 4th fret, and that'll give us our first 4 notes like that. And then the rest of it is going to be the same as the other licks were. So we have the Mixolydian played with open strings as well. So keep that in mind. And so that's with the thumb pick, okay? So now, if you want to go with more of just a pick approach with a hybrid style, it is similar, but you're just going to do the forward roll with the middle and 3rd finger and use the pick for the first of each note. And for me, that's a little more of a awkward feel because I am used to doing this with a thumb pick, but still, you know, I can kind of do them once I get warmed up to the idea of holding a pick. So if you're a pick guy, these aren't out of reach, and they're definitely doable. I mean, there's a lot of amazing hybrid pickers out there these days that could easily wrap their head around something like this without using a thumb pick or just a thumb. And then, of course, the other Mixolydian, just the Mixolydian scale, would be the same way. And as I mentioned, I'm trying to keep this short, but things always come up, so I want to mention them. If you get this technique kind of good for this this lick, here's like for instance, I'll go back to my thumb pick because that's my comfort zone. This is a G major scale with the same approach, right? So it's important to see the relevance of learning how to play this picking style. Now, the one I just played, the G major, if I was just to take the note I did on the D string and move it down 1 step, then that's going to start looking like an A minor scale or a G Mixolydian. But let's say A minor. So A minor would be... Whoops, sorry, I screwed that one up. See, same thing as an A minor scale starting on the G. And of course, if I wanted to just play it as a pure A minor without starting on the G, I would play the open A first and then do this. So you will notice with the A minor, we do have to change that one note has to be flat, and that of course would be the same thing here. But here's A minor just from the A note. Okay, so just a couple of examples, and if anyone's interested or really psyched to see a little bit more about this, by all means give me a comment, and maybe I'll throw a couple more of these at you. There's a really cool version of a D major, which is also relative to B minor, so you can play B minor basically the same way. So that's it for today. I wanted to just throw this cool open string lick, and I have to give a shout out because I learned this kind of approach to this particular scale from Emil Ernebro. He's got an excellent website, proguitar.com. He's got some unbelievably informative lessons and lots of content on there, lots of free stuff. You can sign up for individual lessons or get a membership where you get all the content or some of the content. But I can't say enough about what I've learned from his website and his lessons. And I purchased specific open string licks that he has offered specific songs he'll show you how to play. I believe one of them was That's All Right Mama, a really cool Christmas song. I think that one was free, by the way. So go check out proguitar.com in the Academy sections where all the lessons are. And it's a very good investment, and the lesson prices are very reasonable. So a big shout out to Emil. I've learned a lot from him in the last, say, 3 years or so, just by going to his website and purchasing lessons. So thanks again for tuning in, everybody. And I'll play these out for you. And just be persistent with the picking technique. At first, it might feel awkward if you're not used to it. But one more time, if you're going forward roll, and then when we get to the D, you're going to have to hit the D string, then the B string, then 2 notes, and then the E string. See that? So it's just a little bit of a switch over when you get past the D string. Okay, so try that out. You might be able to wrap your head around it real quick. So I'll just play out for you here.